So recently I had my neighbor come round. My neighbor is a YouTuber. He's got a degree in psychology. He is essentially going into the info business space, and he came over and we actually never knew that we both had YouTube channels. He never knew what I did, I never knew what he did. And we ended up getting into discussion, and he was showing me his channel, and I was like, oh, holy shit, man. I have a YouTube channel too, and I help people just like you. And I wanted to make this video, not only because I want to help my neighbor and I want to make sure he ends up making money with his business, but I know it's relevant to every single one of you watching this video right now too. So for those of you that are new here, my name's Liam, and over the last, I don't know, 8 years now, I've been building businesses online, generated millions of dollars, and now we help our clients do the same, specifically in the high ticket service business space. So agencies, coaches, consultants. Now, there are probably fucking 20 or 30 problems going on in this business right now, but I wanted to consolidate it down into 10. The first big problem that my guy was doing is he's trying to sell to everyone. I asked him, I was like, who is your ideal client? What do they look like? And he's like, oh, it can be anyone that's interested in psychology, anyone that's interested in like trauma about their past, or anyone that's interested in helping their kids with their psychology, or anyone that's interested in understanding more about themselves. And I'm like, what does that mean? Who the hell is that? Who the hell are you even speaking to in your messaging? There is no way you could go out there and like create content for that specific type of person, because there isn't a specific type of person. Like, if I look at what we do as a business, we help our clients get more clients. It's as simple as that, right? And I know that the people that we're trying to speak to are the people that are struggling to get more clients. So all of my messaging has to be towards those people. And if his messaging is towards a really broad spectrum of person, all of the content he's going out there and making, all of the funnels that he's got, all of the products and the services and the offer that he has, it means that it's speaking to no one, because he's not focused on that one person. All of his time and energy is like shooting off in all these different directions. And I didn't make this graph, I stole this from a book called Essentialism that I'm reading right now, highly recommend. But all of his focus and energy is here, and it's going out in all these different directions to all these different people. And the reality is, he just needs to focus on that one type of person to just reach his goal, and put all of his energy, all of his time, all of his focus into that one place. And this is what a lot of people do. You see agencies selling like SEO services, lead gen services, AI systems, CRM management systems, and it's like way too much. It doesn't make any sense, and it's never gonna make you any money, because you're not an expert in any of these things, because you're covering such a wide spectrum. I pay a coach to help me with storytelling, right? It sounds weird, I know, but I need it because I suck at telling stories, as you can probably see if you've been on this channel long enough. I pay him because he's a fucking expert at telling stories. He's not like an expert at cooking chicken pasta. I need help with that, but I'm not paying him to fix me that problem. I'm not paying him to fix my childhood trauma. I'm not paying him to write VSLs for me. I'm paying him because he's an expert at storytelling. So I'm gonna go to him, right? And you need to be that person that people come to, and you're selling to that one type of person over and over and over again. So not just selling to everyone, you're trying to sell to one type of person, so everything then starts to make sense. Now, the second problem that I saw with my neighbor was he is pricing for the worst people. I was like, mate, how much do you charge? And he's like, oh, so I've got a couple of different offers. It's $49 for the course. And I was like, oh, heart attack. Okay, carry on. And he's like, $49 for the course. And then if you want 10 calls with me, it's $150 per call. Man. And at that point, I just knew, like, that is pricing out of desperation because there's no business coming in, rather than pricing on the basis of understanding your value and your skill. And that's what a lot of people do. They price so low because they think that that's going to be the answer to their problems of fixing their client acquisition and fixing their problems of not getting people in and buying from them. They think it's down to the price. The reality is it's down to that first part. It's that messaging of you not understanding who it is you're trying to sell to. So this point of you now bringing down your price means that you're attracting the worst and the lowest quality of people. And I mean that in the nicest of ways. He's trying to work with those stingy motherfuckers. And those stingy motherfuckers give him more headaches. And the worst part is that when you're charging that low, I said to him, I was like, why the hell would I trust you if you charge 49 bucks? Like, how am I going to believe that you're going to be able to fix this huge problem that I have internally with myself? You're going to have the time and the attention that I need so that you can help me get over this massive problem that I have for $49. And he's like, yeah, I was like, yeah, man, it's way too cheap. I don't believe that you can do it for that price. Therefore, I'm going to assume that it's low quality. And again, this goes to you guys that are running agencies. If you're charging low, shitty prices, you're going to attract low quality, shitty people that don't see the value in what you do. And all the good people are going to look at you and be like, there is no way that that guy can be offering that service for $500. It doesn't make any sense. So the second problem that he had is he's pricing for the worst people. He's mistaking the problems of no clients with the fact that he thinks his price is too high rather than actually fixing the core problem, which is his offer and his messaging. That leads me to the third point, which is kind of just an extension of number one. He's very unclear on his messaging. He's not actually sure what it is he's selling. Because he's speaking to everyone, he's not actually sure what his message should be. When you go on his funnel or his landing page, it's so random. It's one of those wishy-washy headlines where it's like, we want the best for you and your family. It's like, what the fuck? Doesn't mean anything. So we need to fix his unclear messaging. And to do that, we fix the point of not selling to everyone. Now, the fourth point is 10 different pages. He had low ticket, mid ticket, high ticket, lead magnet here, lead magnet there. And all of this was just coming off of like one client acquisition channel, his YouTube channel, nothing else. And he's like, yeah, I ran ads to this page. I ran it to a lead magnet, which is the fucking big no-go. You never do that, waste of money. And then I tried to send people for a free course that I've got hosted over here. And then I tried to send them a book that I've got for like $9 to try to get them into my mid-ticket course. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing? You're working 10 times as hard because you're essentially running 10 different types of businesses and none of them are working. So again, goes back to my point here where it's like all of this attention and all of this focus is split off in all these different areas. And the reality is you just pick one. You just pick one page. You understand your offer, you understand your messaging, you understand who it is you're trying to sell to, you have good pricing, you pick that one thing and you just stick to it. And you just keep beating that same drum over and over and over and over again, you are going to get better results. So 10 pages, I know a lot of you guys have this as well. All these fucking lead magnets, get rid of them. The low ticket school group into a mid ticket course, into a high ticket, done for you, into a higher ticket mastermind. Like, chill, Winston, you are not there yet. You need to get to 10K per month first before you go and start adding all this complexity into your business. All right. Now, number 5, complicating the traffic. He is not clear on his messaging. He's not clear on where he's sending traffic to, meaning the YouTube content that he's creating is very disjointed. It's speaking to lots of different people. And this is something that hits pretty hard to home because I fucked up on YouTube for many years. And the way that I overcame that was actually understanding better what it was I was selling and who I was selling it to. Okay? And that's not what he's doing right now. Because he doesn't know who he's selling to, because he doesn't know who he's speaking to, on YouTube, he's speaking to everyone. So he'll have videos that get loads of views, but then they don't convert. Then the next video he posts will get no views because that type of audience didn't resonate. And I'm like, mate, are you trying to help men or women? And he's like, oh, I help people with childhood trauma. And I help them help their kids save that trauma so they don't go through the same thing. And I'm like, okay, well, who is your type of client? Like, who have you worked with? Who have you helped most? And he's like, oh, a lot of women. And I'm like, all right, well, why don't you go and start talking to women on YouTube rather than men? If all of your clients and all of your customers are women, like, why are you trying to go down a different direction that isn't working? Like, why are you trying to break something that's already showing some level of success and results, okay? Now, number 6, he doesn't really know what the outcome of his service is. And again, this is all linked. Like, you can see a pattern here, right? We're kind of pulling back on every single point. Like, this is the reason why this, and these are broken. But the no real outcome thing is a big problem. We suffered with this a lot where, like, I don't know, a year back now, we were trying to like really focus on CRMs and like build out these automated CRMs, specifically using AI. And if you've been watching this channel, you would have seen me talk about this. And what we found was when we were getting on sales calls with people, we didn't actually know the outcomes of what people were going to get from this because we were speaking to so many different types of people. Some people had no CRM, some people already had HubSpot, where we're going to help them save on software costs, where we're going to help them make more money from managing the deals better, where we're going to just reduce the amount of hours that they were going to be using inside of the CRM. And what ended up happening is it got really convoluted and really confusing and our messaging was just way off. So again, we were kind of doing this over here rather than just doing this and focusing on like some specific outcomes that people actually really care about. And when you understand who you're selling to and when you're clearer on your messaging, the outcomes that he should probably be looking to do and looking to offer is if he knows that he's only helping women that are suffering through trauma, or they've had like a traumatic experience in the past, then he has to identify who it is he helps, women. What's the big pain point that they have? Trauma. What's his promise? Does he help them bring that trauma to the surface? Does he help them expose that trauma and get rid of it entirely? How long does it take? Instead of saying it takes 10 sessions, which sounds terrifying, let's say it's done over 90 days in a bunch of one-on-one sessions. And then that then determines, okay, who his avatar person is, what it is he's actually helping them achieve, what's his big, bold promise, and then how long it's going to take. And then you got to think, okay, well, if that's what's going to happen, what is the outcome someone gets from fixing that? Do they get to build better relationships with people? Do they get to build better relationships with their kids? Do they get to ensure that their kids don't go through the same problems that they have? There will be some very, very strong levers that he can pull on there emotionally to get people to really understand and be like, holy shit, this is the outcome of me actually addressing this problem in my life and getting over it and getting help and finding that help. And then as soon as you do that, when you've got this like big outcome here that is so valuable to someone, like for us, if we help you go and get 10 new clients at a higher ticket and we make you 100K from you paying us in 90 days, that's a huge outcome. We fixed your client acquisition, we filled your business with a ton of qualified prospects, you've now got a client acquisition system in your business that's working, and you've got us as a marketing partner to continue working with you. That is a big fucking outcome. And you all need these big outcomes. And when you have these big outcomes, that is when you can start to charge higher prices, because you're fucking valuable. If you can tie it to an actual outcome that someone's going to achieve, he can now start to say, well, look, if I'm now going to help you become a better person because you've now solved all of this childhood trauma and you've now become this person that's confident again, what does that mean for your career? What does that mean for your love life? What does that mean for your personal life? Like, what is the outcome someone's going to get from that? And then you can start to tie that to the value that that is going to be worth to someone. And sometimes it's going to be cash. Sometimes it's going to be about feeling good. Sometimes it's going to be about health. But there's always a big value attached to the things as long as you can find that core outcome that people are looking to get to. And right now he doesn't know what that is because he doesn't know who he's selling to. He's super unclear on his messaging. Now, number 7 is there is no potential to scale. Right now, because all of this is in place, he's stuck. He's in gridlock mode. He is never going to be able to move through it because until he figures all of this out, he can't go and turn to paid advertising. He can't go and get his message in front of more people just by putting some more ad spend behind things because, well, he doesn't know who he's trying to get in front of. So right now he's stuck. He can only just keep posting YouTube, and he's on that hamster wheel of creating content, getting people to click through on the site, hoping that they buy. And this is a really tough place to be if you're just super reliant on one channel to get you all of the work, especially when it's organic, right? So as soon as he fixes this stuff, he can now have the potential to scale because he can now then open up to paid advertising because, well, if he's now charging, let's say 7.5K over like a 90-day time frame to fix these huge problems that people have and help people achieve this outcome, well, he can now go and afford to then spend. And this is all coaching, right? It's like one-on-one coaching, group coaching, courses, that kind of thing. He can now go and afford to spend like $2,000 to acquire a customer on paid ads. Now, he might be able to acquire a client for $1,000. We don't know yet. But he now has the potential to scale. He's now got a business where you can put money into it to then get money out, okay? Now, the 8th problem is right now with all of the prospects and the leads that he is generating, because he is still generating them, he's getting good views on YouTube right now, he's not nurturing them. I asked him, I was like, how many times do you email people? He's like, I email them, maybe every couple of weeks. And I'm like, wrong answer, buddy. That is way too slow. It's not enough. We need to be doing more. So again, he goes back to the point, right? Like, who is you selling to? Are you unclear on the messaging? Where are you even sending that traffic? What is the outcome people are even going to get from you? And again, it's complicating. It's like too confusing for even him to understand what to do. Like, yeah, you've nurtured someone up. Well, where do I send them? What product do I sell them to? This is why you need to have one thing. Like, if he has one funnel and he has just one linear system, it's just this. It's like lead comes in, lead goes through funnel, lead is nurtured, lead is brought back to the same funnel, lead jumps on sales call, lead turns into cash. That's it, just one simple path, one journey that people can go through. And he doesn't need to be doing any more than that, because he told me his goal isn't to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, his goal is to make like 30K per month. So he doesn't need to be doing anything crazy. He doesn't even need to be running ads, to be honest. He's doing it through content and selling high ticket. But the problem is he has no nurture, so he's not speaking to his leads properly, and he's not engaging with them enough, he's not showing value, he's not keeping them warm, he's not getting them back into the ecosystem to come and actually book in an appointment because he doesn't have all of the right systems in place already. So as soon as he fixes this stuff, he'll then have clear messaging to go out to his nurture campaigns and actually write emails that are valuable to people, bring them back, keep them warm, keep them educated on what he does, and get them buying his offer. Now as well, he doesn't talk about his proof or his results. Now I know a lot of you have zero proof. You have zero results, and that's a tough place to be in. The simple fix is to go and work for free until you get a ton of results and just spend time doing the thing until you're actually fucking good at it. This guy though, he's got a degree in it, but he's not even talking about it. So he's got this degree. I was like, show me the proof of you having this degree in your YouTube video. What do you say? He's like, oh, you know, it's a little pop-up that comes up in like minute 1 or something. I was like, no, we need to be opening this video just like I did today, where I tell you my results. I tell you who I help. I tell you what I can do for people. I tell you what we're currently doing. He has all the proof in the world that he is the sort of person that you should be listening to, and you can trust him because he's actually got results for people when he's studied this. He's fucking great at it. So if you are good at something, let people know. This could be the difference of someone buying from him and paying someone else that they're watching on YouTube. The fact that he has a degree and he specifically works with one type of person, he is the man. So he needs to collect more results, he needs to collect more proof, he needs to talk about it more on YouTube, and he needs to be more vocal about the results that he gets to people. Now, the final step, and this is my favorite, this is the one that everyone is suffering with. This is all over the fucking place. There's just way too much going on. They think that you have to be doing 10 different things and 20 different offers and all this different stuff, send it to 10 different people, focusing on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, making shorts, running paid ads, doing lead magnets. Like, it's always the same. You don't need to be doing this. You need one offer to one type of person, promising one type of outcome, and you need to go and sell that as many times as you possibly can. That is all you need to do to hit hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. I know so many people that are doing it. We're doing it. We don't have 20 different offers. I had a business that I started in lockdown. We was doing $300,000 per month. This was a low ticket. It was a $29.95 product. We sold it on Facebook ads, which is ridiculous, but we ended up doing 2.7 million in like 7 months, just because we sold that one thing to one type of person and we just hammered the fuck out of it until it worked. So that's all you need to do. Neighbor man, if you're watching this, come around for a coffee and we'll sort it out together. If this sounds like your business, you should now know what you got to go and fix. It really isn't that complicated. If you want to work closely with us and you want to find out exactly how we can help your business, links down in the description. YouTube recommends you watch this video right here. Go and do that. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.